Sometimes I look at women today and I don't see weakness. I see exhaustion. Not the kind of tired that comes from not sleeping enough, but the kind of tired that lives in your chest. The kind that makes you feel like no matter how much you do, it's never enough. And what's interesting is that women today have more freedom, more options, more voices than ever before, yet we feel more burned out, more anxious, more disconnected from ourselves than ever. And I want to talk about why, because this didn't come from nowhere. Psychology actually has a word for what many of us are feeling. It's called decision fatigue. When your nervous system is constantly overloaded because you're making too many choices, absorbing too much information, comparing too much, and never fully resting. We wake up and we're already deciding what to wear, how to look, how to present ourselves, how to be perceived, how to succeed, how not to fall behind. And when you look at how women lived before, not romantically, not idealizing it, but realistically, life was slower. Not easier, slower. Fashion alone tells that story. Clothes were structured, outfits were intentional. Dressing wasn't about constant reinvention. It was about continuity. You had fewer pieces, but they stayed with you longer. Your identity didn't reset every season. Today, fast fashion mirrors fast life. Trends change weekly. Aesthetic changes monthly. You're expected to evolve, glow up, rebrand constantly. Social media amplifies this pressure. You don't just live your life. You watch everyone else live theirs at the same time. You compare your body, your face, your lifestyle, your success, your pace. Who looks better? Who's doing better? Who's more successful? Who has more? Who's further ahead? As women, we are constantly running, but rarely given permission to slow down. Psychologists have found that constant comparison raises cortisol, the stress hormone. So even when you're resting, your body isn't. That's why you can lie in bed and still feel tired. And then there's dating culture, fast attachment, undefined connections, unspoken expectations. Everything is casual, but nothing feels safe. Our nervous systems crave stability, but modern culture rewards uncertainty. No wonder women feel depleted. And here's something that doesn't get talked about enough. Being tired doesn't mean you're lazy. It doesn't mean you're unmotivated. It means you've been holding too much without structure. Back then, structure came from routines, rhythms, and clear roles. Now we're told structure is restrictive, but psychologically, structure is grounding. That's why so many women are drawn to the idea of a soft life, without realizing what they're actually craving is regulation. Softness isn't doing nothing. Softness is doing less, with intention. It's choosing clothes that don't ask you to perform. It's choosing routines that protect your energy. It's choosing not to explain yourself constantly. And here's something else that's important. Modern women feel like they have to compete constantly with other women, with body types, with beauty standards, with success timelines. We're competing over who looks better, who works harder, who has more, who's more accomplished, who's more something. And we rarely stop to ask, why? Why are we rushing so much? Why are we speeding through life instead of living it at our own pace? Because when we finally slow down, many of us realize something uncomfortable. We ask ourselves, why was I running my whole life? Who was I trying to become for? What was I chasing? And fashion plays a much bigger role in this than we realize. Fashion used to be expression. You wore what reflected who you were, your silhouette, your values, your personality. Today, fashion often becomes imitation. We wear what's trending, what everyone else has, what social media validates. We chase the latest bag, the latest shoes, the latest aesthetic, not because we love them, but because we want to belong. And belonging is a deep psychological need. But here's the question we rarely ask. Does this actually make me happy? Does this bring me joy? Am I doing this for myself or for approval? Because the moment you start dressing for yourself, something shifts. When you wear the Chanel bag you love, not because it's trending, but because it feels like you. When you choose the silhouette dress that flatters your body, when you wear the tweed jacket because it makes you feel grounded and elegant, you stop chasing, and people start noticing. Confidence isn't loud, it's coherent. People don't follow trends. They follow people who look at ease in themselves. And somewhere along the way, femininity got misunderstood. Being soft became embarrassing. Being gentle became weak. Wearing pink became childish. Doing your hair became trying too hard. We were taught to be tough in a world we were never meant to be hard in. But softness doesn't mean shrinking. You can be soft and have boundaries. You can be soft and ambitious. You can be soft and disciplined. You can be soft and hardworking. There's a difference between being hard and being driven. Life can make us hardened. Disappointments, heartbreaks, failures, they shape us. But we were never meant to fight for things that constantly drain us, confuse us, or make us feel smaller. If something is making you feel depressed, anxious, depleted, it's information, not a failure. We were never taught that it's okay to walk away early. We were taught to push through. But wisdom is knowing when effort turns into self-betrayal. Before we close, I want to say this. Especially as we move into a new year, you don't need to become louder, tougher, or colder to survive. You don't need to fix yourself before your life can begin. You need permission to slow down without guilt, to choose a pace that doesn't burn you out, to build a life that feels steady, not impressive. Fashion can be part of that healing when it's used intentionally, not to impress, but to stabilize. Psychology supports this. When your outer world feels predictable and aligned, your inner world calms down. That's why timeless things feel comforting. They don't demand attention, they hold presence. And if you're tired, deeply tired, that doesn't mean something is wrong with you. It means your body is asking you to listen. Softness isn't weakness, it's wisdom. And it's something women have always carried, even when the world forgot how to value it. There's something else I've been noticing, something that all of us have seen if we scroll Instagram, TikTok, Pinterest, or even open Vogue. Today, fashion is not just clothes. It is a conversation. It's what Vogue predicts for next season, what influencers post in their reels, what celebrities wear on red carpets, and then, within days, it becomes everywhere. This means women are no longer choosing clothes based on what feels like them. They're choosing clothes based on what the world says is in. And it creates this strange loop. You see a trend on a Vogue cover, then 10 influencers post it, then hundreds of women try it, and suddenly everyone is wearing the same silhouette, the same bag, the same boots. And if you don't wear that trend, you feel behind. You feel like you're missing something. You feel like you're not with it. Psychology calls this social comparison culture. It's not just fashion. It's your brain being wired to measure worth based on others. You post a look, someone likes it, someone doesn't, and suddenly your outfit becomes a judgment instead of an expression. No wonder women are exhausted. The more fashion tries to define identity for us, the more we lose our own. Even Vogue editors, the people who set trends, have begun to say out loud what many women already feel. People are tired of trends that move so fast, they don't have time to digest their own tastes. They talk about slow fashion now, but most of us interpret that as eco-buzzword instead of inner pace. And then social media picks it up. 10 outfits women should have by 2026. 5 pieces that will define your wardrobe. Top trending bags this month. And somewhere between all the trending pieces and top lists and sponsored posts, the message becomes, you must chase fashion to be fashionable. You must chase relevance to be relevant. And everywhere you look, someone is doing better. Someone is wearing higher fashion, someone is wearing that brand you don't have, someone is getting more likes, someone is being commented on. Women begin to feel like if they don't acquire, they don't belong. And this isn't just fashion, this is identity exhaustion. We don't dress to express who we are, we dress to prove we exist. We don't choose clothes for comfort, we choose clothes for comparison. We don't wear fashion to feel alive, we wear fashion to keep up. So even what should be joy, dressing yourself, choosing textures and colors that make you feel like yours, not everyone's, becomes tiring. And then we hear stories online like, I have every trend and still feel invisible. I bought the bag and still feel like I don't matter. I can't stop refreshing my feed. I don't know who I am unless someone tells me. These are not vanity statements. They are psychological signals. They are signs that you're trying to fill an internal emptiness with external validation. And that, my love, is why so many women feel tired. Not because they don't care about clothes, not because women don't love beauty, but because they are choosing trends to belong instead of choosing clothes to become. When fashion becomes about keeping up, your identity becomes borrowed, not owned. And that's why so many women find meaning in timelessness instead of trendiness. Why so many are turning back to pieces that don't scream, pieces that don't expire, pieces that feel like home rather than a stage. Because at the end of the day, your outfit should be a companion, not a performance. Your clothes should make you feel anchored, not make your nervous system jump from trend to trend. And let's be honest, we were never meant to live our lives chasing updates. We were meant to live our lives anchored in ourselves. If this video spoke to you, take it as a sign to slow down, just a little, to choose yourself, just a little more. You don't have to figure everything out today. You just have to stop abandoning yourself in the process. Until next time, be gentle with yourself. You're not behind, you're becoming.